Shigaraki Tomura is changing and becoming a criminal mastermind. Initially introduced as a, no offense to the man, a crusty no chapstick having childish villain, in the words of All Might, a man-child. Shigaraki is now an underworld don, a rising kingpin and a strong leader that unfortunately still needs some chapstick. It's clear that All For One's imprisonment has triggered a sort of mental growth spurt for Tomura. He no longer seems immature, and as All For One said, it's as if he's left the nest. A really cool aspect of My Hero Academia is that while this is the story of how Deku becomes the greatest hero, so far it's just as much the story of how Shigaraki becomes the emperor of the underworld. While All Might's retirement left a hole in society, All For One's capture has left just as big if not a bigger impact. The throne is for the taking and Shigaraki is climbing the stairs at a rapid pace. The principal of UA himself acknowledged from the beginning that Shigaraki, like the students of UA, has potential and room to grow. That he could grow to become a problem if there was someone to back him and cultivate his malice. Unfortunately for society, this is what has happened. Shigaraki is no longer a child with tools that he does not know how to properly use. It's awesome what My Hero does here because typically when a villain appears to be miles ahead of our MC, that protagonist then has no choice but to become stronger to survive. Here, our protagonist and antagonist both start from the bottom and are rising in power away from each other, yet are destined to collide. While Deku has grown stronger, increasing the percentage of One For All that he is able to draw on without causing damage to himself, bettered his movements, and incorporated his new shoot style, Shigaraki has gotten stronger as well. However, in vastly different ways. For one, Shigaraki views his game differently now. Yes, his game. From the start, Shigaraki has seen his quest as a game, using terms like game over, final boss, and cheats among others. However, after his failures, he realizes he's been playing an RPG game when really he should be playing a simulation, trying to cause chaos by moving different pieces instead of being on the front lines himself. This in itself was a great realization for him, which of course led to the successful capture of Bakugo, but it doesn't stop there. If you have not read the manga, this will contain spoilers, but I'll avoid giving unnecessary details in an attempt to build excitement for future episodes instead of just stealing all the fun from you. So in a meeting where they discuss a potential partnership, Overhaul attempts to introduce Shigaraki to the game of shogi. If you're unfamiliar, to grossly simplify, is a Japanese board game very similar to chess, with the biggest difference being that you can capture and use enemy pieces. Shigaraki is seemingly uninterested, but boy are we shocked later when we find him confirming with Dabi that in shogi to win, all you need to do is capture the enemy king, right before he does just that. The irony of the situation is beautiful and jaw-dropping because Overhaul earlier explained to Tomura that the fun in shogi is how you use the pieces you took from your opponent. For Shigaraki to then end up stealing what was basically Overhaul's life work, his whole plan, is just filthy and absolutely a boss move. The only reason the two even worked together was because Tomura had the influence and name, Overhaul had the plan. Now, both belong to the league. Tomura is no longer playing a role-playing game or a simulation. He's playing shogi, a more strategic game than ever before, and making plenty of power moves. After the Kamino incident that led to All For One's capture, even the police acknowledged that Shigaraki's plans are becoming more and more circuitous, or indirect, and that his thought process has matured, and since then, Shigaraki has only further improved. His way of leading has developed, going from strength in numbers to quality over quantity. Dabi literally killed an alley of potential members. When you're in demand, you have options, and right now, the league is the paradise of the underworld. He's learned to bring together people from different walks of life with different goals under the umbrella of his goal. A team is created to accomplish what one man cannot. The League of Villains reflects this. They clearly value each other and trust Shigaraki, who in return trusts them to do what's best for the league and their shared goals. Whenever doubt arises in his members, whether that be from Spinner, Twice, or Toga, Shigaraki has cleared them. Even Overhaul was able to recognize that the league cares about its members. Chisaki Overhaul ruled with fear, killing members when they annoyed him, which is poor leadership. He acted calmly, but Shigaraki did not forget what Overhaul did to Magne or Mr. Compress, and made sure revenge was obtained, not only for himself, but for his members who expressed clear anger about what had happened. The biggest change for Shigaraki came when he found the world being obsessed with Stain and not him. After realizing that Stain's conviction is why people are obsessed with him and want to follow him, Shigaraki uses this as a stepping stone and decides on a conviction of his own. To make the world a place without all might and expose how fragile justice is. Thanks to his growth, Shigaraki has made the League of Villains a place of acceptance for society's outcasts, and in a way a symbol for change. What was just considered a throwaway name has grown to be a league not to be played with, and the league will surely have complete control of the underworld in due time, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how Shigaraki's game plays out. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think about Shigaraki's growth and the League of Villains progression. Be sure to subscribe for more videos to come, and until then, I'm Young Kami J. Have a great day, goodbye!